First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here. I want to thank our families and our friends for making the trip out to Colorado. But before I get to the game, I just want to say that we're all thinking of the families and the friends of the young people whose lives were lost in the collision on campus over the weekend. Anytime anything like that happens on a college campus, it's incredibly sad, and everybody is feeling just really, really hurting about that. So we just want you to know you're in our thoughts and prayers, and we're thinking about you. As I turn my energy to the game, there was a lot of good stuff in that game, and I thought our defense was lights out, forcing 5 turnovers and at least 1 4th down stop. Which for us, that's another takeaway. I thought the physicality that we played with was outstanding. Offensively, I thought Noah operated on a really high level, so that was just a lot of fun to see. And I'm really excited about the forward progression of our football team. When we went into the bye week, we knew we had to return to fundamentals. We had lost 2 heartbreaking, gut-wrenching games, and our players responded. We believed we had a good football team, and I think that showed up tonight. So I'm incredibly proud of our progress. I know we still got work to do, but I'm excited about this win. Bear down.
So starting with the strip sack that resulted in Chris Hudson catching the touchdown, how much of that was just kind of maybe a turning point, or just how much did that give you guys momentum moving forward?
Well, in any takeaway in a football game is momentum. Is a momentum changer, and then where it was in the field position and be followed it up on the next play by a deep ball for a touchdown is big time. I thought the throw was an absolute dime from Noah, and then Chris made a great play. So just really exciting to kind of get that momentum and then capitalize on it.
Coach, watching game tape of Colorado, Utah coming in before this, did you have any sense that they would be allow as much as they did at Utah?
No. I think when we looked at Colorado, we didn't spend as much time with the Utah film because I just feel like they are a much different team at home, and I just see how well they played over the course of the year here at Folsom. And so we were just focused on us and our program and our process to getting ready to play.
With the turnovers, how much did field position just kind of fuel you guys throughout the course of the game?
Well, yeah. I mean, anytime you get positive field position from a turnover or a big punt return or just any of that stuff, it definitely changes the game, right? Shorter fields are better than long fields, and so I thought that was great. And I thought Coach Daggy called a great game, and I thought Noah executed at a high level in those situations.
How much have the receivers progressed over the course of the season, but also just kind of really over the last few games?
Yeah, I think those guys are, you see like more guys making plays now, which is exciting. I think anytime we can be that explosive in the pass game where we become incredibly hard to defend. You also saw some great runs, pop there, in the second quarter. So, tonight I think in a lot of ways we were firing on all cylinders in terms of, our run and pass game, and, just Noah Fafita, just brilliant.
Noah did have the efficient game like he had against Houston, but how do you just kind of assess just what he did tonight?
Well, I just thought, I think those big explosive plays where getting through his progression, hitting Gio on that dig that split and got house. It was great to see Gio Richardson, true freshman, make a play like that for us. But the ball was a dime, as was the big ball to Nunu right before halftime. You know what I mean? An absolute dime from Noah. And so just to see him play at that level and just to play with that confidence, and like I said, I think his relationship with Coach Daggy, him trusting Coach Daggy and executing the offense at a high level, makes it a lot of fun to watch.
Coach, did you ever have a game where you faced 4 different quarterbacks?
I don't think so.
Were you surprised as they progressed after the first half with the 1 quarterback, then the 2 for 2 picks, and then Juju Lewis?
I don't even think we thought of it that way. We kind of spent the week preparing, thinking that we might see all at least 3 of them, and really for us it was much more of a focus on us and how we play. Do we play with red line? Do we execute the defense? And I thought they did.
It says more. It just says more about your success that they needed to go through so many. Wouldn't you say?
Those are their decisions to make, not ours. And so I just, I thought Coach G and our defensive staff did a great job getting our defense ready to play, and I thought they executed, and so that's red line, and we're excited to see it.
Is it fair to say that this was maybe one of the better performances by your defensive backs this year?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I think they were lights out. You know what I mean? There's like that many turnovers or that many takeaways in a game. You know, and I think, you know, the more they play, the more those guys get confidence, right? And I think, you know, a lot of that has to do with our ability to pressure the quarterback or move him off his spot. But I thought those guys did a great job all night.
So you finally end the road skid. How did this one feel for you, considering, you know, everything that you guys have gone through on the road?
Oh, it's big time. You know, it's big time. I think, you know, just seeing the excitement and the enthusiasm and just how we started, when, you know, coming out, guys were ready to play. They were excited. We hadn't played for 2 weeks, and we had to sit on the tough loss at Houston for 2 weeks, and guys would, you know, had to sit in that. And we had to practice through that, and everybody was pissed off and bent out of shape. And so we attacked the work. Like, what else can you do? You know, sit around and feel sorry for yourself, or are you going to go to work? And those guys went to work. And then you see the results of that. Right? You see the results of that hard work. You see the results of that consistency. You see the results of that extra that they're putting in, and I'm excited about that.
Coach, your offense was so balanced. You had 3 different running backs score touchdowns, 5 different receivers score touchdowns. Is that what you expect to see, or is that just how it worked out?
Well, shoot, that's what I hope to see. I don't know if, you know, but I do think, like I said, I think Coach Dagy's done a great job in our offensive staff preparing those guys, and then those players got to make the plays when they get the opportunity to do so, and that was really, really exciting, really, really fun.
How big a win is this for you guys?
This is a huge win. This is a huge win coming off 2 heartbreaking losses, and you know, it gives us a chance to be excited and now have some momentum to attack the work going into this next week.
Well, with that being said, you're 1 win away from being bowl eligible. You have a few games left. Just what's the message to the team and the mindset moving forward?
We live in a 1-week vacuum, man. Like, we don't think about any of that stuff. Like, you know, we're going to celebrate the hell out of this. We're going to have fun. This is going to be a fun plane ride, damn it. We're going to enjoy the plane ride home. And I'm looking forward to that. But the joy in that locker room, the hugs, the smiles, how it felt, just fantastic. And we'll get to Kansas tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody.
Bear down.